What is good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Let's get into this reading. So I was channeling some hesitancy here. So let's say, for instance, let's say that you're really wanting to take something serious, like really going for your dream job, or really wanting to move, relocate, or really wanting to, I don't know, do something completely different, change your style. This could be like really change your style. Or you have a goal to do something that you have not done ever, like to challenge yourself. And this could be like running a 5K or doing a triathlon, something like that. There's some hesitancy here around it, but you feel this deep desire from within you that you just want to experience this. And you are getting stuck in the technical details here. So tell me about this energy here. Let's see if we can get some clarity for you on this, because I do feel like there's, and I said this in a reading that I recently did. If you watched that I think it was pile 1, it's something about missing the details, or you could almost miss this. So I'm hearing, I actually saw earlier today when I was getting my drink, I saw this thing, this sign that said, keep your eyes peeled. And so it kind of was like signaling, keep your eyes peeled for the magic, or to watch your life unfold. You're going to be watching your life unfold, and it's time that you get confident enough or willing enough to go for this thing, to express this thing, to bring it into being. And like I said, this could be for a lot of you, like completely like a 180. Like I'm talking about you're going to fall off the face for like 6 months, a year. Somebody has the desire to fall off the face of the earth and take their life serious is what I'm getting. So we got the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. The Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. So this is definitely tapping in more to the flow. Just like I talked about in that pile with pile 1, this is definitely tapping into your internal compass, like really making that desire come true, but from a point of getting out of the way from trying to figure out how exactly, and just move from your intuition. So I feel like I see 2, 3, 4 on my clock over here. So this is really like taking like the second step or the next step. So once you get into your mind that I need to be confident enough to go for this, I do feel like there's just this willingness to try to experience this. The Fool card, you guys, listen, there's this willingness to have this brand new experience. And even in this, I feel like you could feel like you don't know what to do, because I feel like you could be thinking like, oh, I'm a baby in this area. Like, so let's say I'm getting running for some reason. I hear that a lot. So let's say you wanted to become a runner, and you have set a goal for yourself for like the next year to do like a 10K or something like that. And you're like, well, you have this strong desire, and you see yourself in the end completing it. You see yourself with the medal or the ribbon, whatever. Like you have this desire, and you feel good with wanting to bring that into this reality. But the thing here where you get caught on is you're kind of like dealing with the middle, or really trying to figure out the middle, kind of like write down a list of like, oh, it needs to be like this. So I need to, I need to really drastically change my diet. I really need to buy new running shoes. I really need to do this, really need to do that. But it's like, there's that, before you get into that, where you're thinking about the end and how it feels to have accomplished this is where you need to take that pause. Don't move on to rationalize it, because I feel like you have this thing where you're trying to justify your experience, or justify like how it's going to happen. Like it can't just come off of the fact that you're really enjoying the process. Like it has to be logical. So there's this thing here around like hard work, or having to pursue things and they be tough, and not really going with the flow and letting things come naturally, just allowing yourself to make this drastic turn, this 180 turn. I'm hearing that a lot of your choices in life have been very like thought out, very overly calculated, very like to the point. We got the Ace of Coins, the Judgment, and the King of Coins. Very like it has to be And the Five of Cups in reverse here with the Ten of Coins. You've had this kind of like, I know exactly what I'm going to do to make money, or I know what exactly I'm going to do this, this, and that. And you started with that, and then you feel like you're always under judgment if that thing doesn't happen in the way where you wanted it to, or even if you fall off of doing something, then you completely want to scrap it. But I feel like this period is teaching you to fall in love with the process. So there's something about right now in life, you need to be focusing on falling in love with the process, not necessarily on the outside things or the logical step-by-step process for you to actually achieve your end goal. This new beginning is supposed to be about feeling your way into it, moving your way into it, really being called in the direction that feels good to you, and allowing yourself to go down this path without the overdoing it, and be confident in that you know you're going to find that secret room, or you're going to find the magic that you need to find. And so with this Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like there's a sense that you could have done a lot of things, and at this point in your life, you feel like, I planned out my life, I planned the marriage. Like for those of you, I'm hearing something about divorce, or I'm hearing something about a relationship, long-term relationship, not working in the way that you want. So it's like, it could be an aspect of you planning out your life, and you're like, all for what? Because it didn't last, or there's something about it didn't quite pan out the way that you wanted it to. And there could be like breaking away from beliefs about like what your parents think, or how people wanted you to grow up, and the ideals that other people have poured into you. So yes, we got the Moon card here. We got Five of Wands, and then we also have the Ten of Wands. So there's this back and forth here, and I do think that it's definitely out of fear for not being in control. And it's like, I don't know why I'm talking about this again, this specifically, but I feel like someone really needs to hear this and to really understand the power that they hold within them. I feel like you don't understand your capacity to be open to life is in direct proportion to how much you're actually receiving. So, for instance, if you've had to fight for every little thing that you've gotten, or even if it's like from a lover, like you've really had to overdo it and people please to like have the love, or even a portion of the love that you give them, that comes from having the ideal or the belief that you always have to go out your way or work hard, or that you're just not inherently worthy of having the love or your safety, which is your birthright here. So of natural abundance and speech and mind, and the way that you view yourself is your birthright. Everybody's born with that. For the people who have those senses, or blessed with those senses, that is a birthright for you to be able to live here on earth in that capacity. That is just should be something natural, and you're supposed to have a clear vision of what you want. And whenever the desire comes up to do something different, this is not a time for you to hold on to the past, or to hold on to certain ideologies. So it's like giving that you're stuck in your illusion, or stuck in a past. It's giving like you're stuck in an old chapter, and you're being called to really liberate yourself, because I do feel like you have this air of confidence, like with this Queen of Wands, and this certainty that you know where you're going. But the moves that you're making are just not cutting it anymore, because that's not where you're being led to move from. So yes, with this Moon card here, like you're still like, why do I not feel fulfilled, or why is this not going, or this not happening in this way? Yeah, because we got the Star in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. So it's this with the Six of Cups, that's more like honoring yourself, or your self-love, or your something about like childhood, or showing up for yourself, or even like listening to your intuition guide you into where the direction where you know deeply that you're meant to go. But you don't have the star, you're not stepping into the star quality. So what I'm hearing is, it's like you've turned out to be like a side character in your own life, kind of like being run by I don't know, it's like being run by someone else or driven by just this desire, but not fully embodying it, if that makes sense. Something like that. So, yes, with the Page of Coins in reverse. So, this is giving like tied to emotions, tied to like earthly things only, or I don't know, something about like your stability here. Like money could be really big. Wow, Three of Wands flew all the way over there. I'm not going to pick it up, but Three of Wands in reverse, Temperance in reverse, Page of Swords, and the Three of Cups here, and the Magician at the bottom. So yes, from you really, and I don't know, because I feel like this is a lot of people when it comes to really making certain decisions in their life. We get stuck on the technical, and we get stuck on like how it needs to look to everyone else, or how we need to at least be confident that we can pull this off. But when it's just you following your bliss, or following what you love, or following just the knowing that you could always go back to that chapter if you really wanted to, that comfort level. And I think when I told myself that, you could always just stay here or go back at any time because you know exactly how to get yourself back there. But there's no reward, like literally no reward for you when you're not doing and being and expressing yourself in the highest capacity, or really trying to micromanage the process there, or like really being in the middle. Because I do feel like you may have a lot of things in your life, but I split the deck. We got the Queen of Swords, and then we got the Magician here. So it's like you may definitely have a lot of things in your life, material things, or you just know how to do things and get what you want, but there's a lack of like not really loving your life, or even being satisfied with certain relationships here. So with the Three of Cups here, I feel like that's the third party in your life between you and who it is you truly want to be, and what you really believe about yourself here with this little tiny Three of Cups. Kind of like seeing yourself as limited here. Yes, with this Ten of Cups came out sideways and it fell on top of the Temperance. So what this tells me is the Temperance card, Jupiter energy, so like Sagittarius energy, think expansion. So your ability, you're afraid to fully expand into who it is you truly want to be with this Ten of Cups kind of sideways. It's like you go back and forth with it, because with this Page of Swords, I don't know why you think that your voice or just who you are, like, I don't know, is enough. Something about that. Like, yeah, split the deck. We got the Tower card, and then we got the Justice in reverse on the bottom. So there's this whole thing where you have to balance yourself out here. And I really feel, because I feel like you're missing the mark in the relationship with your life on to really evolving into this next chapter with this Eight of Wands in reverse. So what Spirit is saying is slow down and keep your eyes peeled. That's why I saw that thing earlier, keep your eyes peeled, because it's like you need to watch yourself like literally glide into this next chapter. It's not about being analytical here. So you could definitely be Virgo. I'm also getting Sagittarius, Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, Leo, Aries. So yeah. Knight of Swords in reverse, True Love, and the King of Swords, and the Hangman here at the bottom. Ten of Swords in reverse. So it's like this feeling of being afraid to completely close out a chapter just because it's what you've been used to. And then it's like, I don't know, it's like you're not realizing how much it really affects you and stops you from having like even true love, true friends. You could be like, there's something that always seems to go wrong with you in a relationship, or you and your friends, or you and your family can't get on the same page. But it's because you're at conflict with this life and your life that you really want. And I think that Spirit is making you slow down so you could see that, so you can know what lane to easily get into. Yes, with the Hangman, and you could drop the illusion that it's something else outside of your, it has to be super logical, it has to make sense on paper, that sort of thing. All right, so let's see what else is going on. Why should the collective keep their eyes peeled? I split the deck. We got the Six of Pentacles and the Magician card. Yeah, so it's literally keeping your eyes peeled for magic that's happening in your life. That's why sometimes when you're in it, and I get this, you guys, when you're in it and you're going through it and you're just like, fuck, my life is like not, things aren't happening in the way that I would like them to. And I'm doing everything that I can. Like when it gets like that, you don't realize that a lot of times that's like the gift behind it, is to see what you don't want so you know what you do want. Or you see the behaviors that don't, you can recognize it, the behaviors of where it doesn't feel good for you to feel stressed and anxious, because that is letting you know that that's not your natural state, that your body, that your desire, like you don't want to be like that. You want to be who it is you really want to be. But this you being afraid to fully step away from this old life is causing all kinds of confusion in your life. So it's like you need to come into agreement with what it is that you want. And this is you really needing to express yourself fully. Yes, Queen of Pentacles is someone that is safe, because it feels like it's around safety, feeling safe in your body, safe in your life, safe to think what it is that you want to think. We have the Hierophant card in reverse. So this could be you doubting your own ideas, beliefs, sort of thing. I don't know. It's just always this constant back and forth with this Knight of Swords and this fast movement with the Eight of Wands. But Spirit is literally saying slow down with the Chariot in reverse so you can catch this death and rebirth, so you could just expand. If you hold on and really see this through, see the movement that you're doing, like really feel that, like see where you're being inconsistent when you're saying what it is that you want, or when you know, people pop into your life and they're finally starting to show you that love, that care, compassion, and you reject it. Like everything that's coming into your life right now is showing you something, showing what you need to eliminate, or a certain lifestyle habit that you keep manifesting with the Magician card. And it's like those conflicts help you to not be in this main character life. So this, like I said in that reading that I had, this is really about playing the game of life. This is really about playing the game of life. Like you're really learning about how to truly play the game of life here. Let's see. Yep, High Priestess. So sometimes the things that are for our bad are kind of necessary to help us see what the one thing that's standing in the way between us and all that we want. So anything else? Why do they need to really know this? You guys need to know this because I'm hearing you're right there and you don't even know it. It's like you're right there and you're not getting it. With this Nine of Swords, it's like you're right there and you don't see that this balance and that this life really wants you to, like, something about coming into balance with this new version of yourself, or into agreement with who it is you want to be. And this could be also you're not doing it because you fear, you know, repercussions, or you know, people making certain judgments on you for you being different, or for you not turning out how they thought that you should turn out. But you denying yourself keeps you in a perpetual cycle of the same thing over and over, the same lack, when it's like a lot of you have already evolved past that, but it's like you can't comprehend why you're making the same amount of money or making less, or you know, having all these relationships not work out, betrayals with friends, you know, upset moments with your family, medical problems, that sort of thing. It's you're out of alignment with who it is you truly desire to be. And I feel like if you just allow yourself that, we got the Nine of Wands and then we got the Queen of Wands to end it, which we had the Queen of Wands in the beginning of this reading. confidence, but from another level, or from a better level, a higher level here is what I'm getting. To know how to use your mind and your body together to get you moving, or instead of like burning yourself out or being burnt out all the time with having the logical list of things, there's a more genuine way for you to get what it is you want or to move through this life. Because I'm getting a lot of you do feel disconnected to the events going on in your life, but it's like you have not attached yourself completely to the reality that it is that you want. And we also have the King of Wands on the bottom. So yes, confidence from the action oriented side and confidence from that feminine side, that divine, order that brings everything into union, the perfect amount of balance versus the perfect amount of intuition. And when you are only focused on one, you're going to burn out, because we only have finite energy in this body, in this 3D. But divine energy and divine introspection and divine willingness to do something, to have faith, is what moves this through to the next level. You get what I'm saying? All right, you guys. So I know that this sounded deep, but I really keep feeling the need to drive this home, because I feel like a lot of you are I'm hearing the precipice of like something amazing or something brand new in your life. And this is the only thing that's standing in your way, is leaning into the feelings of really allowing yourself to step up to that next level in your life, to call in more money, to call in the partner that you want, to be who it is that you really want to be. Like this goes for all aspects of your life. All right, so align yourself to what you want, and it's as simple as that. All right, so I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in my next reading. Bye.